Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go and subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers because that'd be a huge milestone. Now to get started with this video, if you are anything like me, then you hate when your speakers rattle. So I'm going to show you guys how to stop the rattling and what might cause it, and then some ways to fix it. So we're going to go ahead and try to fix my rattle. Alright, so I hopped in the back and I'm going to turn on some SoundCloud music and show you guys the rattles. Now let's turn it up and show you guys what it sounds like. So just starting out, pretty low volume. They both sound good, no rattles yet, but then when we crank it up, I think you can hear those rattles. So we're gonna go ahead, take the speakers out, try to fix that, try to find where it's coming from. Now the first thing that you usually want to look for whenever you're trying to find rattles is obviously loose parts on your speaker and the box itself. So now this being a Jeep Wrangler, these boxes up here are all plastic. They're not the tightest structure, you know what I mean? So they do rattle. With whatever you do to it, they'll always rattle, but sometimes there's a part that gets loose, maybe in this enclosure here or somewhere up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and look around for that and then try to stop it. Also, if you're trying to figure out where the rattle's coming from, you can turn the sound on whenever you have your speaker right here to see if it's rattling when you're just holding it, because that'll tell you if it's coming from the speaker or if it's coming from the box that it's in. All right, now after listening to it for a few seconds, up pretty loud, I noticed that this isn't rattling, so it must be in the box. But if you look up by the wiring for the speaker, you see these blue caps right there. They were just inside that plastic. So that could very well be what was rattling. And it often is just small plastic things like that that just hits up against the plastic whenever there's some bass in it. So a simple zip tie or just kind of even just moving it to a different spot in the speaker box usually fixes that rattle. Okay, so you just heard there, whenever I just played that music, there's no more rattling, and all I did was move those blue caps to a different spot, because I think before it was just hitting on this plastic box whenever there was bass in the song, and that's all I did, and it's fixed. Now we're gonna move to the other speaker because there's some rattling going on in that one too. Now it looks like this one had about the same problem, but it looks like that piece is not glued to the bass like that, so that actually rattles against the housing for the speaker whenever there's bass. And there's also these blue caps like in the other one, so a little reposition of those might do the trick. Okay, so once again with this speaker, I just went ahead, repositioned those blue caps into a different place up in that box, and I also moved around the polyfill that was in there. By the way, if you guys want polyfill, it really helps with reducing rattles, especially if it's just like plastic on plastic or metal on metal. You can get some polyfill, it's super cheap, and all you do is stuff it in the speaker box and it stops a lot of rattles. So I'll leave a link down in the description on Amazon for that. But I really only just moved the plastic pieces around just so they weren't against any other plastic. And now let's hit play and see if you can hear a difference. So I think you guys could probably notice just from that clip, but if you couldn't, we're gonna go ahead and do a before and after. So there you have it. If you have any unwanted rattles, that was literally a free and super easy way. It took like 10 minutes to just take the speakers out and then determine whether or not it was coming from the speaker itself or the box that it was in. And if it's coming from the box that it was in, usually you can just move around the wiring that has the plastic boxes. You can just move that to a place where it won't hit up against anything else, and then you fix your problem. If it is in the box, it might be a little bit more difficult to fix, but a bag of polyfill in each box will most likely fix your rattling problem, which of course I will leave down in the description. But overall, I'm super glad that it was such an easy fix, because before I just fixed it, I couldn't really put my speakers up, or else it'll annoy the crap out of me if it was rattling. So I'm glad I got it fixed. Now I can actually turn it up and hear the music while I'm on the highway or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.